The following program was produced by a community producer.
Hi, welcome to Malden Community Conversations with the Malden Community Coalition. We're here tonight to talk with Nan from the Able Youth Alliance. The Able Youth Alliance, what are you as a group and what do you do?
Okay, so the Able Youth Alliance, we're a nonprofit led by youths around Malden and the surrounding towns, and we mainly help people with disabilities, and that particular includes kids from 1 to 18, and we provide resources for them, such as books, toys, etc.
Wow, cool. So students who are in the Malden public schools or who are in early intervention before they enter school, you do disability resources.
Yes.
That's really cool. Where do the things that you give the kids come from?
These come from our donations, our funds, and also just like donation drives all over the community. And we place them in the past in Malden Public Library and the Malden Y, etc.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So what are some of your recent successes?
So our recent successes are actually we got over 20,000 outreach on social media, and we have about 500 active supporters in our social media, and we have over 60 active volunteers.
60 volunteers.
Yes.
Wow, that's really impressive.
And also we have partnered with local businesses such as Santa Fe and Double Good Popcorn.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what social media are you on?
We're really active on Instagram. You can follow us at Able Youth Alliance.
At Able Youth Alliance on
Yes.
Instagram. Okay. Do you have a Facebook presence or TikTok or anything else that people should know about?
Yes, we also have our TikTok, which is at Able Youth Alliance.
At Able Youth
Yes.
Alliance. So wherever you are on social media, at Able Youth Alliance, ABLE Youth Alliance is the place to go to find out more about Nan's group and what they do. And you have a lot of followers on social media. How do you build your reach on social media?
So we build our reach by posting weekly and sharing our stories from volunteers who sometimes are disabled, and we also publish our successes with our local businesses such as Santa Fe.
Neat. So you have disabled volunteers as well as disabled people that you help.
Yes.
That sounds like something that I've heard a lot in disability rights advocacy, where people say nothing about us without us. So it really is a group for people of all different kinds of abilities to help our community members with disabilities.
Yes.
That's wonderful. I'm so glad you're doing this work. How long has the group existed?
So I formed this group about in 2023. I got the inspiration when I discovered I had a knee condition. It's called discoid meniscus. It's making my knee really painful, even to walk, even to do simple movements. And when my doctor informed me that if I get one more injury, then I might become disabled for the rest of my life. And that really took a toll on me. But I experienced how it feels like to be disabled. So I wanted to make something special for this community.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I have some friends I'd love to introduce you to after, in the future, because disability advocacy is really important, and disability community makes a huge difference in people's ability to live good, productive lives, regardless of what things may hold them back. So how has your organization's mission evolved since 2023 when you started?
So it evolved actually quite a lot.
Okay.
At the beginning, we thought just giving donations, giving love and support from our hearts would really do the trick. But then as we evolved, we realized we needed more direct contact with these kids. So we formed our wellness support program, which we help kids directly through virtual meetings or physical meetings if we can. And we share about our own experiences and share caring stories to them. And after the meeting, we usually surprise them with many gifts to help them feel better.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you're not only providing them with a community, but also with material support.
Yes.
Wow, that's really great. What kinds of challenges does your group face?
Actually, a lot because we're a youth-led nonprofit. So our most top challenge is having limited resources.
Okay.
As youth, we had like quite trouble with finding the right kind of fundraisers and finding a community that can hear and support us and have our voice as seen. Because as youth, many times like adults think we're not like capable of handling an organization by ourselves. But I want to say that everyone in this world has their own voice. And it's really important to recognize that everyone has their own power to change this world.
And so you're really about helping youth realize that even if you're under 18, that you have the ability to get out there and do something really important.
Yes.
One thing that I know is that many of the great social movements in the U.S. in the 20th century were led by teenagers. The sit-in protests in the civil rights movement in the South were teenagers and college students. And I think it's really great that you've picked up on how important youth power is to building support and to making the world change. That's hugely important, and I'm so glad you're doing this work.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really great. So fundraising is a big challenge for you. What are your existing sources of funding besides, I guess you take donations?
Yes.
Do you have any institutional support, like businesses that are donating to you or other nonprofits that support you?
Yes. In the past, we have partnered with Whole Foods
Okay.
Corporation, and they donated over $3,000 to us,
Okay.
which I'm very thankful for. And they're like the first company we applied for that had trust in us.
Okay.
And I continue to like apply to other corporations.
Okay.
And just like writing them letters saying like how we're trying to change this world little by little.
Okay.
And we recently had partnered with Mindtricks, which is another youth-led nonprofit.
Okay.
And their main goal is to promote neuroscience by doing magic tricks to kids, which is like really cool. And we recently partnered with them to see how the brains of disabled work.
Okay.
And it was a really fun webinar, and we had some volunteers join us, and we showcased to the community how like minds can be different, but in order to build a community, you have to like accept differences.
Okay, so Mindtricks does stage magic and uses stage magic to show people how different people's brains work differently.
Yes.
Right. So, so when you partnered with Mindtricks, you were having a broader conversation among the youth you serve about neurodiversity, and bringing neurodiversity into the conversation about disability.
Yes.
Wow, that's really great. Do you have, I know that some of the disability groups I've been involved with in the past have special interest groups for people about neurodiversity. Is that something that's an interest of Able Youth Alliance?
Yes, that's definitely.
Okay. I'd love to hear more about that after our interview, just because I'm really curious about it. Thank you so much for explaining that.
Yes.
What impact do you hope the Able Youth Alliance will have in the next few years?
So right now we have domestic chapters in the U.S. such as New York, New Jersey, Minnesota, and California. And my goal is to expand to all 50 states across the U.S.
Wow.
and donate to more than 50 hospitals and just help individuals with disabilities overall. And we also hope to expand internationally. Right now we have chapters in India and also Turkey, and we're working to expand to Saudi Arabia.
Wonderful.
But I know there's like countries who are less privileged and less heard of for kids with disabilities, so I really hope to expand in those countries as well.
Wow. So I want to make sure that our viewers don't like pass over some of the amazing things you just said. So you have chapters in, you said New York and New Jersey. Did I hear Washington State? California?
Yeah, California.
California. Okay. And how how do you build those chapters in the other states?
So I mainly promote my chaperoning by on social media, and I just like recruit youth by youth algorithms, and those kind of hearted youths on the internet like saw this and just really want to do this, and I like do interviews with them and teach them how they can like lead their own area to do this.
Wonderful.
Because I think Able Youth Alliance is not just a one-man job. It has to have like other youths join in to help and maximize our help.
Right. So you're really organizing communities in lots of different places all over the U.S. and the world to help youth help one another around issues of disability and neurodiversity and things like that.
Yes.
Wow. And I would imagine that you're also teaching young people how to build their skills for self-advocacy, right?
Yes.
Here's how you approach a situation where there are no resources. Here's how you get the resources to get the support you need. And so in that way, it's like a youth version of the kinds of organizations that adults have built for supporting the disability community.
Yes.
Wow, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. And especially for people who have disabilities that are progressive over time, the fact that people are getting connected with resources and support and community early on in your lives means that you'll have friends all over the world as life goes on, and you can sort of trade notes about what it's like in your different states and communities. And when a state like Massachusetts does something that's really good for youth with disabilities, you can say, hey, Massachusetts did this. California, you should get on board. New York, you should get on board. Wow, that's great. So how can people get involved with the Able Youth Alliance? Like, what do you need from other youth, and what do you need from adult supporters?
For youth, you can always participate in our volunteer program, which you can find under our bio at Instagram, which is Able Youth Alliance.
Okay.
And we have from our projects to donation drives to even just like simply advocate for us through schools or hospitals. So that's for youth. And for adults, like you can promote about your our mission through your community, such as like Facebook, etc., and just like find individuals who need support or kids with disabilities.
Okay, okay. And so just remind me, I understand your mission, I think, from this conversation, but if you could just remind our viewers, what is the mission of the Able Youth Alliance?
The mission of Able Youth Alliance is to help kids with disabilities to feel seen, heard, and empowered.
Wow. Okay. So really helping people feel a sense that even with the disability that you are still a full member of society, that you have a lot to contribute, that things shouldn't hold you back. And that disability might be a physical condition, but that it doesn't, that you might be impaired in some way, but that doesn't mean that the society around you has to make your disability worse by putting obstacles in your way.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That's really important. Thank you so much. I'm really glad to see the work that you're doing as a youth organization. I think youth organizing is hugely important. And we at the Malden Community Coalition will do whatever we can to promote your work and to support you in any way we can. So to remind everyone of what Nan said, the Able Youth Alliance is on Instagram with the handle @Able Youth Alliance. You can find more information about the Able Youth Alliance through their Instagram. We encourage you to learn more about what they're doing and to follow their work wherever you can on social media. Nan, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
This is really a wonderful project, and disability advocacy is something that's only going to get more prominent in the years to come. I'm glad to see you taking such an active role in organizing communities to speak up for yourselves and to get the support that you need. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yep. This has been Malden Community Conversations with the Malden Community Coalition. You can find out more about the Malden Community Coalition at maldencommunitycoalition.org. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a lovely day.